Hey, I'm Ginger Jesus, and I like to do stuff. So I got a little bit of something different today. I actually have a customer. He wants me to repair some stuff for him. I've done some stuff for him in the past, but I didn't video it. I probably should have. I ended up fixing a PS1 Slim for him. So he's brought me some more stuff to work on. He brought me a Super Nintendo Classic. This is an original one, and it doesn't power on. Bought it at a yard sale. Asked me if I'd take a look at it. Looking at the HDMI port and the USB port, they're a little bent. We're gonna check this out and see if I can figure out what's wrong with it. Whether or not I can or cannot fix it, I'll go ahead and I'll post this video regardless, just to show you what it's like in real life. You know, you can't fix everything, but cross our fingers, we hope we can. So let's get to it. So let's see what we get out of this thing. Should power on without a controller. If I needed one, I can go get one. So, moment of truth. No, it's not working. The button doesn't feel broken. Let me see if I wiggle this. See, it's a little... I hate micro USB because it always feels a little loose all the time. That HDMI port feels just as loose. I wonder if this thing took a drop or something. Up and down's fine. Side to side's a little loose. But she sure is dead. Alright, let's crack it open. There we go. That should be a pretty good spot for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug that. What do we got for screws? It's missing one foot already. Looks like it's a Phillips, maybe a PH1. Let's see. Get something quiet to set this down on. Number one's too big. Let's see. 0. Yeah, 0 works better. So let's get this cracked open. Alright, so we have those 4 screws out. I'll put them in my little holder here. Come here. Let's flip this over. Should just pop right off. According to pictures, there's a ribbon cable in these that goes to the power switches. There we go. Hey. So, let me look. I was hoping that was actually unplugged, to be honest. And it's not. We'll take this shield off and see if I can see if anything's let the smoke out. Looks like they use the same screws for everything. That's very nice of them, for once. No security screws or nothing. Let's see. Should be just a little heat shield. A little thermal pad. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this. I'll set that to the side for a second. Let me look and see if there's anything obvious. I don't see anything too obvious. There's some factory flux there. A little bit of greasiness from the thermal pad. I don't see nothing has gone pop. Guess we'll go ahead and unplug these. So, I'm curious what all these chips do. So we got CPU, GPU right here. We have RAM, and then we have NAND flash, SoC NAND flash. Oh, this is the USB power management chip. Yeah, that's the power management IC. What is that there? Oh, HDMI encoder. Pretty simple little thing. With how much NAND flash, they can put more games on it, which that is a very common thing that people do, is put a lot more games on these. So let's see what we got going on. First things first, let me look and see. Is there anything wrong with that USB port? No, it looks fine. Nope, they're all still soldered. Is this loose? No. Pins on that look good. Pins on the HDMI look good too. That all looks fine. Let's see what we get. A little bit of testing. Maybe we got a blown fuse or something. Let's go ahead and plug this in. Even without the power switch, I should be able to test and get power coming through here. Looks like I should have, well, I got ground here, and let me see, this should be power. I'll flip my things around. Yeah, getting voltage. Let's see, am I getting voltage on the other side of this? Yes, I am. See, I got a fuse, there's a fuse there. So that's good. This goes the other side here. There's some vias right there that go to the other side, which are... Oh, is this a multi-layer board? Oh, man. I hope it's not something real bad. I guess I'll go ahead and start testing for voltage. Since I know this is the USB power management, I should be able to test for something going on. Let me see if am I getting power over to it. Here, I'm getting my 3 volts. And then, where is it at? Right here? Yeah, I'm getting my 1.1 there. Where's my 5? There's my another 1.1. Interesting. I got 0.6. I don't think 0.6 is for anything. That's a weird voltage. Oh, there's my 5 volt in. Oh, this is a converter right here. This is my converter. So I got my 5 volts there. Right there I have 3 volts. Right here. What about right here? No voltage, no voltage. 2.3. 0.2. Interesting. So where along the lines is this dropping to 1.1 and 1.5 and 0.6? That does not seem to be voltages that should be running these chips. So we're getting voltage into the converter, and then, oh, she warm. Why is she warm? Oh, I got some heat right here. So there's definitely something going on, because there shouldn't be any heat going on right now, because the switch isn't connected, so it's not on. It should be in like a standby mode, and it is getting warm. Since it's a variable voltage, it's not really going to do me any good, so maybe let's see if we got any shorts. Let's see. 500, 4. Okay. Let me put you in frame. We're good there. Good. It's good. 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 Those are good. 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 That one's good. 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 Oh. Hey. Yeah. We got something. That cap is shorted. That one right there. That's about where it was warm at. I guess you can't really see it on camera. In person I can see it looks a little... It's a little discolored. See the color of that one? Now that I'm looking at it, yeah. I wonder if I have one of these. Let's see. I got 2 scrap boards here. I got this one from Xbox. It's I take parts from. Normally I take 0 ohm and 1 ohm resistors and fuses and things like that, and I marked it. I got another one here. It's similar. This one's a bit crammed. So I think I'm gonna see if I can find me a capacitor that'll work off of this one from somewhere. This is where I took the parts for that PS1. So looks like there's plenty of caps on there. Let me we'll steal a cap from one of these right here and see if we swap that out, what will happen. Oh, that's too small for my soldering iron, so that means I've got to go find my heat gun. Ugh. Do I have a heat gun? Yes. Do I know where it is? Kind of. All right, let's go find it. Damn it. All right, so I found it. It's one of these bad boys right here. Best quality Chinesium you could imagine. It has 2 positions, hot and hot. You got hot and extra hot. According to the temperature on the box, one setting is the minimum is 572 and the maximum is 1112. That's in the freedom units of Fahrenheit. That's 300 degrees. 1112 is 600 degrees. So I might have to switch back and forth to keep a nice consistent, I don't know, 450, which is what you want to use a hot air gun with. Let me get this off and cross my fingers that this chip isn't short and it's just a cap. Safety first, I have one of these here, so I can set this down in here and work on it. Actually, I'm gonna set it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna set it like that right there. Get rid of this microfiber cloth so I don't burn it. Trying to give y'all a good view of that. We're gonna be giving it a go at that right there. But we got plenty of basically the same size. I don't know if the values will be right, but we'll try it out and see what happens. The art of this, I've used this heat gun before for this exact situation. You want to kind of warm the board, but stay away from any of the plastic connectors so you don't burn them. So I'm gonna basically be giving it a twirl, only aiming in this area right here. But I'm gonna try to stay just out of frame so you can kind of see it like that. That's a pretty good, decent angle there. So that way I'll be blowing air this way. And don't worry, it's not on, not hot. We'll be blowing it this way. Maybe even a little that way. We'll need some flux for this. I'm probably gonna use some of my liquid there just to give it a shot. And I'm gonna need one of my tiny pair of tweezers. And just to show you how small that is, there's my finger. It is a very small little piece there, so we will give it a shot. I'm just gonna kind of generally warm the board so I don't warp it or anything. Making sure I stay away from the connectors, applying direct heat to those. I'm just kind of shuffling around. I want it to get up to around 300 before I start pulling at it or anything. We're getting a little more than 300 degrees out of the gun, so let's try it. A little bit of flux to see if I can help it melt. Wow, that came off way easier than I thought it was going to. Put that somewhere it's not gonna burn anything. Oh, that came off real nice. And it's now real nice and sticky from the flux. Get off my tweezers. I want to test you. While it's still hot, try to wipe away some of this excess flux. So once it cools down, it's gonna get kind of hard. Once it's been kind of cooked off like that, it'll get real sticky and hard. I'll bring that in so you can see it. We will turn it to this one here. This is resistance, but this is if it's under, I think, 50 ohms, this will beep. So we got ground there, and it was this little chip right here. I was right, that is ground. Moment of truth. Hey, check it out. It says, oh well, what actual reading am I gonna get? 500 kiloohms and climbing. That actually looks good. Since the board's hot and it's slowly cooling off, it'll climb up. Heat will lower resistance of components. So that looks good. I have hope. We have hope. I'm gonna hook up my soldering iron and get out my wick and take that solder off, and I'm gonna try to add some leaded to it. Usually Nintendo will use unleaded on some of the newer stuff. Well, most new things have gone to it. So that came out easier than I expected. I'm gonna another dab of flux, come in here and just clean that off. Those pads look good. This tip I'm using is absolutely way too big, but it'll get the job done. So I just want to add a little bit of leaded. That looks pretty good. Clean that up. All right, let's go procure a donor. While I'm at it, let's test this if I can. Beep is bad. Yep, it's shorted. Oh, fuck. Well, that's gone forever. No turning back now, because that is gone. All right, so some of these older boards use leaded solder, so these should come off real easy. Let's see. I've worked on that already. Let me find one that's easy for me to get. This one's easy to get to right here. So we'll do that one right there. This board I don't care about, so I'm just gonna put the heat right to it and get to work. Wasn't ready yet. All right, so there's our replacement part. I guess I should have tested it, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let me test it. Please don't go flying. Okay, it's not shorted. What does capacitance say? 100 nanofarads? I think that's the term there. Little n, big F. We'll try it. I have it in my tweezers here. I'm going to try to tin it a little bit with some leaded. That should be good. Now, I got to get this thing to let go. Man, I'm shaky today. I think that's pretty much there, as close as it's going to get. A little too shaky today. Same thing, I'm going to warm up the area. I'm just going to warm up the area, and then I'll put some heat to it, and I may, if I have to add some more flux to it, I'll add more flux, and then once I notice it melted, I should be able to give it a little tap, and it kind of spring into place. Don't get too close and blow away the cap. I just noticed it fell over, so I gotta be careful. Hopefully the camera picked it up. It kind of just jumped right into place once both the solder on the actual cap and the pads liquefied. Let it cool off a little bit. Make sure it's solidified. I don't want to go knocking a cap off before it's solidified. That's decently clean. Let me crank my meter back on. As Joey would say, is short be gone? There's ground. Hey, short be gone. I think we might have done it. She is still very hot. Make sure nothing's fell off on the other side. You gotta be careful of that. Looks good. Everything looks like it's in order. Let me plug it in and let me get my switch. Where did I do my switch? So there's my switch. If I flip this, the LED light should turn on. Hey, all right, we got an LED light. Turn it off. It should kick off in a second, and it does. Sweet. Let me clean this up, and we'll plug it into the TV and cross fingers it works. Went ahead and cleaned up the flux. We'll get this thing reassembled. Got one controller port, two controller port. I'm just gonna get it together enough to get the heatsink on and test it works. If it ends up working good, then I'm gonna go back and clean up the case afterwards, so maybe foolish to hope that much this far beforehand, but I'm going to anyway. Should have plugged this in before I put that on. I should be able to still get to it. It's right, just right there. Yeah, that works. Gonna set that off to the side. Go ahead and I'm gonna plug in my power. And let me get an HDMI cord and move the camera. Take the HDMI port, plug it into here. I don't have a controller, I'll go get one in a second, but let me just see. Cross your fingers. 3, 2, 1. Y'all probably can't hear that music because it's probably copyrighted. But yes, it works. We have LED light, It's on. Let me go find a controller. I got my second controller out of the box. Number 2 for the one system I got. I never use it. So let's give it a try. Yep. Heck yeah. Looks like it up, down, left, right works. Select. Hey, it still has the a couple of suspended points. That's cool. Select works. Let's see. Start. Okay, that one works. Does reset work? Yep. Let me do some Mario Kart. Make sure all the buttons work. That works. Cool. Looks like all the buttons work. That is awesome. Shutting down. Sweet. Well, looks like we fixed it. So this classic Super Nintendo is gonna live to see another day. Before I put this together, let me go give it a deep clean, because she's a little dirty. Alright, there's the top pieces. Let's go ahead and smack this back out again. I'll clean the bottom half too while I'm at it. Make sure he gets his money worth. When you do work for other people, make sure you take care like you would want your stuff to be taken care of. You know, don't waste your time, but give them a good service. Oh no! There's all my pieces, and when we come back, there will be no more smudgies like you see right there. Okay, got everything nice and cleaned up here. Drop all those out. I think that came out pretty good. Go ahead and get it back together. Okay, so we got it back together. Let's go ahead and give it one more test. Make sure I didn't break nothing putting it together. All right, let's see. Got a light. Cool, we got display. Just double check, make sure it loads the game. I think we're good. So I was really happy that worked out and was able to get this SNES Classic and bringing it back to life. If you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. If you like this video and this type of content, please hit the like button. And if you want to keep up when I upload my next video, just hit the subscribe and the notification bell down there. Overall, I think this went really well and it cleaned up pretty good too. It can be quite surprising how such a small component like that can just completely kill a system and it doesn't work at all. It didn't have a light, nothing. There was no signs of life with it whatsoever, so they assumed it was dead, but I told them I'd take a look at it, and so I'm really proud of myself. I was able to get that figured out. It's been a long time since I've done a small component repair like that. It's way before mechanics days. And I was much younger and much steadier handed, so he's going to be able to hook it up to his main TV, and him and his kids are going to be able to enjoy it for hopefully years to come. We'll get it back to him. Hopefully here in a couple of days we'll have it back to him. We got a couple of things to look at it for him, like these LCD screens. I might make a video on those, I might not. One of them has speaker issues, so we'll see how that goes. I want to make sure I bring interesting content to y'all that's worth watching. I felt like fixing this SNES Classic was definitely worthy of that, and hope you did too. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you next week in the next video. Later.